Okay, guys. So basically, today we will be starting with the conditions that we have been seeing. So till yesterday, we have covered the dot and dot log and dot ilog statements. So let me tell you guys. So we have downloaded a file that is known as this bigger file. So we can work with any of the file in this scenario. So let me upload this file here. I'll say copy as path, and I'll go to again here, and I'll say data is equal to pd dot read csv. I'll say r, and I'll say path. I'll say shift enter. I'll say data. So that this is the data I have. So you can check the data. Say str, I guess, data. So another thing is data dot, I'll say len. It is 500, right? So what we will
Sir,
go, yeah.
I think screen has been shocking. We cannot see clearly at the screen.
The screen okay. Is the screen not visible to everyone?
Visible.
It is
I
visible,
can,
sir.
but if you typing, we cannot see clearly.
Okay. So I'll say, is it not visible to everybody?
Visible. Visible, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir,
So
I can
guys,
see.
yeah, in case it is not visible, then try to re-login into the Zoom, and it will work. Because sometimes it is a network problem with on the other end as well. You can just try it.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
So what we are trying to do with CSV file right here?
So initially, what I have done is I have imported this CSV file
Okay.
into the system. I have downloaded it from the internet, and I have now taken it back to the Python environment.
So what is CSV file, sir?
CSV is comma separated file. This is similar to Excel file only. The only thing is this is much lighter than the Excel file in size. With me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So till now we have seen .log, .ilog statements. So let's example. Now what I wanted to do is I actually want to see say whatever the value is, whatever the value that we have for this data. Let me try once more with the ix in case it works. In case it doesn't, then I'll let you know tomorrow. I'll say data.
Sir,
Yeah.
before importing CSV data, can you say what happened in the first 10 minutes of the class?
So initial 10 minutes, I tried using .ix command, but that was not being supported by the current pandas package. So nothing happened in the initial 10 minutes. We were just trying with the new thing that is ix, which I've been trying right now.
Okay.
So there was nothing like that happened that I should actually reiterate. So we have been trying. So till now we have basically covered .log and .ilog statements. So but now what we have been doing is we have been trying to work out .ix statement, but ix statement was not working. So earlier, so because it was not supported. So let me tell you. So what it is, I'll say data dot ix, and I'll say 33. Let's example with double. Yeah, so same was the error that was coming when we have been earlier working on. So data frame object has no attribute ix, because earlier this ix was supported by pandas. So I guess this ix has not been supported with pandas, but we'll try it. I'll try to work on the other system as well with the newer version of pandas. So that was the thing that we have been doing. Okay. So now what we'll do is, so I have the data. So I'll say, so let's example, I actually need to find out what are the name of, say, if I'll say data dot head, say 3. So it is first name, it is a first name, last name, company name, and many more things. If I'll say data dot head,
So
yeah.
say line number 163 again.
So I'll say data dot head 3, which means the 3 rows of the data CSV file that we've imported are being displayed here. If I'll say data dot head 10, then the 10 lines of the data will be displayed here. See these 10 lines. With me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Now the thing is, let's example, what I need to do, I need to select the rows where first name is, say, France. Okay. So what I'll say is, data dot lock, and I'll say data first name equal to France. Let's example, what I'll do is, instead of all this, I only execute this statement. I'll say shift enter. So what it will give me is false, true, false. So wherever the name is France, it will give me true, else it will give me false. But if I'll say now data, and I'll cover this with this bracket, it will give me that line only. Data where first name is France. It will only select the true values in it. Okay.
So it will select all the France value, na? Means in the data.
So what it will do is, that's the thing which I have been telling. So the thing is, when I do this data first name equal to France, it will give the output as all the rows. It will select first name. If I'll say data first name, what will happen? It will select the first name. If I'll say equal to France, so it will select, it will give me the output where France is the first name. France is true. Okay. Now if I'll embed it again with data, then it will only select the rows that are being returned as true.
Means it only take name with France.
Yes, yes. Now let's example, in this situation, I also want 2-3 columns. So instead of all the columns, I only want the city and the county of this person. So what I'll do, I'll say, so guys, please put yourself on mute. Yeah. Okay. So now what I wanted to do, I wanted to select only 2 or 3 columns of this data. How can I do that? If I'll say here, okay, I'll copy this, I'll paste this here, I'll say only 2-3 columns, say city, county, and postal. Let's example. So what I'll do is I'll say city, county, so will it work? Guys, will it work?
No,
Why?
there must be some syntax error.
Error.
You have selected
Why?
column now. You have given row and columns, so it will work.
Okay, let us try. It
But
is
sir,
saying
iLoc is
it. Yeah. So the
I-
thing is, whenever I need to specify the format, like the row comma column, then either it should be loc or iloc. Since I have been giving the names, so I'll use loc. Now it will work. Anybody any data? Any doubt? I am fine to repeat again if you have doubt. In case you don't have any doubt, then I'll proceed again. Let's proceed
Sir,
further.
can you repeat once again?
Okay, sure. If I'll say data, first name, but will come first name. That's the thing we have discussed yesterday. So in case by default, if I specify any value, then it selects the column only. In case we specify loc or iloc, it will go to rows. So that's the thing that we have discussed yesterday. Now we will say data first name, so it will select the first column. If I'll say equal to friends, so it will give me the values in true and false like this. So wherever friends is there, it will give me true, else it will give me false. If we'll embed it again with data like this, it will select the rows which are true. Okay, and now in this scenario, I actually want to access say 1 or 2 columns. If I'll say I want to access the city, then it will not work. Why? Because whenever, so see here, it says type error 0 false 2 true, and after that city is like this thing that we have specified, comma city. Comma city, it is an invalid key. Why? Because when we specify in this format, say data, so it should be either loc or iloc when I use this format, comma row, comma column. So if I'll say dot loc, then it will give me this value. City of the person where the first name is friends. If I need to specify, so I need to specify loc. So the thing that we will discuss is data dot loc r comma c is a format. But when I say data comma data, say any column, any value, anything, then this anything is column only. Okay, when I say r comma c, I need to provide in this format a row comma column, then I need to specify either loc or iloc. So that's why I mentioned loc here. I say data first name is equal to friends, city, county, and postal needs to be selected. So this line simply means select city, comma, county, comma, postal from data where first name equal to France, or I'll say first name is France. With me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now if I'll say okay, another thing which I'll tell you is another important thing is if I'll say data dot log data first name equal to France, comma, what I need to select is say email. Okay, what it will give me? It will give me the email. And if I'll say type of this is series, because I have selected only
Single column.
single column, single thing. So this is the output. This is series. But in case I mention this thing is like this, then it will come into a format of data frame. So you type here, then it is being converted into data frame. With me?
So how, sir?
So
I mean-
that's the format is. So when I say example data dot log, I'll say okay, I'll say data dot ilog, I'll say till 4 rows, comma till 4 columns. It will give me the output as if I'll say type. Data frame. If I'll say till 1, I'll say till 1. It will give me data frame. Why it is giving me data frame is the output? Now if I'll say it like this, it is giving me in the format of data frame. So here in the log as well, if I use log data dot log, I'll say comma city. Sorry, first name is France. So do we have the index here? No. I'll say. So let's example, if I'll consider the data that is df, I'll say df dot log Ankit, comma a. It will give me this value, but if I specify a as like this, it will give me, if I'll say the type of this, this is coming as series in this scenario. But if I'll say this is a value that is coming float. That's the thing that we have discussed yesterday. So if I'll say, if I'll take two values here, a comma B. Sorry. Ankit, and I need to select 2 columns. Okay, sorry. I need to specify one more bracket here. Then it is series that is coming. So if I'll say, yep, it is a series. How can I convert it into data frame? Now it is being converted into a data frame. When I specified these things, like this square bracket on the name and on the like the row and the column both, then it is being converted into a data frame from series. Did you notice it?
Yes, sir.
So now here as well, what we are doing earlier, the value that we have, these rows are already embedded into this square brackets, and what we have done is we have embedded this column into the square bracket,
brackets,
and it has been converted into a data frame.
data frame.
And these values are randomly selected.
Which values?
I mean, in front of Ankit, the 2 values.
Yeah. So A and B, like the rows where the name is Ankit, and say A and B column for this. These are not randomly selected. The data frame that we had was this yesterday, which we have made. So the values of Ankit where A and B are there, that's the values that came.
Sir,
So
this
these
is
are
a way we can create a data frame. No?
sorry,
Sir, this is a way to create a data frame without using the function.
which is the way to create a data frame? Sorry, I didn't get it.
Sir, like bracket you have created, you have put the bracket on first name on rows and column without converting into the data frame.
Yeah.
Like if you want to create a data frame, so we can create
No.
like this. No?
Yeah. So it is not a way of creating data frame. Whatever the output that will come, it will come in the form of data frame. We are accessing a data frame now using loc and iloc. But when we use this statement, like this bracket, square bracket, then it will be the output will come in a form of data frame. If I'll not use this, then the output will come in form of series. This is a series kind of a thing. With me,
Yes, sir.
Yes.
this is not a way of creating a data frame. This is a way of seeing the output. Either it will be seen as a data frame or as a series. Now it is being seen as a series, but when I use this as in square brackets like this, we can see it we can see the output as data frame.
Okay, sir.
Sir,
Yeah.
Sir, if we want to look our output as a data frame, that's why we do this.
Yeah. You're right.
sir,
Yeah.
before we have actually accessed the city, county, and postal earlier. Sir, that there also actually we have not put the square bracket, so the output is in the form of series.
So let me check. I didn't remember that. Just give me a moment. Let me check. So here the thing is, why it is giving error. I'll say data.log data first name is equal to friends. Okay, comma, we are selecting an email. Data.ilog. Why it is giving error? It is giving me some error. Okay, I should not use this. Yeah. So which command you're saying?
So that county and
This one?
177. Yes, sir.
So this is giving me, so here as well, first name is being embedded in a bracket and column is also embedded in bracket. So it is giving output as a data frame.
Okay. And have we not wanted if we want it in a series, then we should remove the brackets.
No. If you remove the bracket, then only single column is permissible. Say if okay, let me copy this and because series is a single column all the time. Say
Yes.
like this. If I remove this bracket from both the sides, it will give me error because where it will identify the columns are starting. So it will give you error. So what I need to do in case I want a series, then only a single column will work here. See, now it is a series.
Okay, okay, sir. Okay.
Because anytime it is, if it is giving multiple things as an output, then it is advisable to win the form of a data frame.
Sir,
Yeah.
if we want to keep multiple columns, so we have to keep in square brackets and it would be in the form of data frame.
Yes, you're right.
Otherwise, we can't get series format, right?
Yeah, because series is a single row or a single column.
Okay.
So now let me show you one more thing. Data dot log. I'll say data first name equal to friends, and I'll select city till okay, city till email say. So it will give me city till email. I have not used the square bracket. Then also it is giving me the data frame by default because we have selected the multiple. It is a thing that is coming in a row kind of format, but since we have selected multiple column, so by default it is converting it into a data frame. We have not used the square brackets here like this.
So there's disturbance in your voice, sir, basically.
Sorry, come again.
There's a disturbance in hearing your voice because your voice is not fluently coming to us.
So guys, is it with everybody or any one or two of us? Am I clearly audible or
So you am
Clear to me.
sir, clear to me. Clear to me.
okay? So to whomsoever it is not clear, please reconnect or please be in the network area because it is clear to rest of the people. Okay. So if I'll say data first name, city and email, then it will come into a data frame format output. So in a similar kind of a thing, so let's example, I have various emails here. So I'll say data email. So emails are hotmail.com, gmail.com and many more. Now I wanted to select all the users with Hotmail as an email ID. So how can I do that? I'll say.
So can you repeat it?
Okay, my question is, I want to select the email where Hotmail is the email ID. I want to select the column email where Hotmail is the email ID. So what I'll do, I'll say data.log. Okay.
Email
What is
equal to percentage hotmail, sir? Hotmail.com.
to see data?
So if Hotmail in email, then we can do.
Yeah. So that is also a thing that we can do. Is a thing that we can do.
Yes.
So another. So I'll tell you different ways. I'll say data email dot str. So if I say dot email dot str, what does it mean? Okay, let me tell you first this thing.
So string.
Yeah. If I'll say data email, I'll say type. It is series. If I'll say data email dot str, we'll do this. It is saying pandas core string. This means this entire series is being considered as a string method. If I'll say, and if I'll say type, it is saying pandas core strings dot string method, which means this entire series is being considered as a string only. Now if I'll say data dot log data email dot str dot, now with str we can perform many functions. Say ends with hotmail.com. So it will give the records where the email ID is Hotmail only. Okay.
Sir, what if we do not write .str?
So if I'll say if I don't write str, then it will, okay, let me write it some other code. If I don't write, then it will not convert it into a series into a string, and this ends with function is not applicable here. So you will get the respective error. Series object has no attribute ends with. Series does not have any attribute with ends with, but str has. So I have written str. So that is, this series will be treated as a string object, and this has a attribute that is ends with.
Okay, thank you, sir.
So now the thing is,
So,
yeah,
sir, is there a way, like we have hotmail.com, now this one is the end of the string. Now, what if it comes in the starting or somewhere in between?
yeah, we have different
A
methods.
part of a string.
Yeah, we have different methods. So let me
Yes, please.
tell you. So there are different methods to be explored, which you have. So it should be begins with or starts with, either one of this.
Starts
So
with, sir.
starts with. It's saying no email ID. So in a similar way, we have a thing with which we can find in middle as contains or something. Okay. Now, a question from you guys. This is the data that is coming. I only wanted the first name to be displayed. And how can I do it?
Data.log first name.
Get first name.
Data.log
No, sir, no
first
need to
name,
do.
or we can also do data.ilog and 0.
No,
we can directly do
no.
data.
I only want the first name of the users whose email ID ends with hotmail.com.
So data
Again, we
packet
can use
first.
begins with no.
No.
That.
So this is the statement that will remain same. Now in all these records, I only want to display first name.
So we can define a row.
We have a where clause.
So we'll say,
sir, we have to define the column first name.
Like this?
Yes, sir.
It will give me the first name. Okay, guys?
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So if I'll say These are the unique names that are coming. These are the unique names. So if I'll say, so now I want to select the names which are either friends, every, or say Tisha. So how can I write a statement? I wanted the names to be the friends, every or Tisha. So how can I write this?
df dot log
Dot
log
block.
square bracket, and you can provide the name in a list.
Okay.
You can,
Like this.
yes.
So we can use or
Yes,
function.
for
First name
equals
equals
to
friends
You can directly
friends, every and
and
Tarisha.
or
Sorry.
every or Taisha.
No, no.
Now we can put it in a list. Friends, every and Taisha. We should do.
Like this. Not
so
saying
directly
name. Okay. Sorry. I
In
need
in
to
quotes, yes.
in course. Okay.
Yes, sir. This will also work, sir. We can do direct also.
Now it is not working. So what should I do?
So what if I use friends or every?
So sir, you can remove.
So how can I
Sir,
use?
you
So
can
that's the
remove.
thing.
Sir, you can remove all things before the equal up equal sign. So remove all things before equal. You can directly provide the rows only. So equal
So
also.
no. I cannot provide because these rows are not the index. So another thing to note is whenever we provide the things, then I need to make, so that is the option. I can make these rows as the index, then I can use it. But since I have this as a column only, first name is a column, it is not an index. People say data dot head, say 2. You see, first index is 0 and 1. First name is a column. Either I make the first name as an index, then I can do that. But since the first name is not an index, how can I do that?
Okay, sir. I think this should be work.
So now the thing is, we have a function here where we say dot first name dot is in, and I specify this, sorry, this now all the rows where first name is either friends, every or Tisha will be displayed. Okay.
Okay.
So now I want you to tell me, so you can write it on a piece of pen and paper as well. I'll give you 5 minutes. I actually want the users okay, all the users, just give me a second. I'll say data first name dot unique. There is no unique count. Just 1 second. There was a command. There's a command that we know count.
So we can use len.
No, len is the thing that will tell you the length, but there was a
Sir,
command.
but we can provide
So
dot
that is
unique and in bracket we can provide len.
huh?
After providing unique command, we can provide len.
I'll say data first name. Let me try it. Dot is it like this one? Yeah. Okay. So now we have 3 names with Antonio. So what I actually wanted to ask is, I want all the records, all the Antonios, all first names, records, Antonio, and their email IDs ends with gmail.com. So I'll give you 2-3 minutes, and you guys need to write it on a piece of paper. In case the Python is not open with you, and you need to tell me how do we write it. I'm here only.
Hello.
Yeah, tell me.
Sir, in a row we can provide data first column equal to Antonio, and in a column we can provide email
So let me
dot
write it
str
down.
and
So let me write down data
so type
dot
of
log
so
dot log data
data first name
name
equal to a string of Antonio equals
okay, double equal to, and I'll say Antonio.
After that, comma.
Hmm?
So that is the row part. After that, you have to put
Comma.
the email now. Comma data bar bracket
square bracket
email
sorry
dot str
dot str
ends with gmail.com.
ends with
Gmail.com.
Sub bracket gmail.com in a string. Yes.
it says that unalienable Boolean series provided as indexer, index of the Boolean series and of the index object do not match. So it's saying like a Boolean series provided as a indexer. So it says that
so we can put and somewhere there. So
yeah.
data first name dot str. Yeah.
Now also it is giving error.
No, then it should be data first name dot str dot begins with Antonio and
No. So let's break this command.
okay.
I'll say Control X. Is it working? Yes, it is working. Okay. Now this means till this command it is fine. If I'll say and though, so the same thing I'll use whenever we specify and I need to specify in this brackets and I say this. Now also it says and data email dot str dot ends with gmail.com. Data email dot str dot ends with gmail.com. Okay, let me shuffle this.
Remove lock.
No, because
Sir, please remove lock function. Yeah, and please put a square bracket.
Where?
Data. Okay, the square. Okay, then now it should be run, I guess.
No, it is not working. So the thing is, let me rewrite this command. Let me tell you.
So why we have not written log, sir?
So we had written log, but somebody said me to remove it. So I removed it. So I'll say Control C. I'll say, okay, I'll write my own command here. So what I'll say data dot log. I'll say data email dot
Hello, sir.
Yeah, sorry.
The brackets has been remaining for the first condition, like you put the brackets for the second condition now. Data and
yeah,
that is the only thing. And if you remove lock, then it will run, I guess, because I have write the same thing.
Yeah, now it is working. The thing is, whenever we provide and, then like the condition prior to this and condition prior to that will be covered into this round brackets, and that log is a thing that will and will not be required, because the thing is I'm passing a single statement, and if I use log as well, it will not make any difference in and statements. Okay, guys.
Yes, sir.
So let's take a quick 5-minute break, bio break, and we'll be back by 9:45 with some more conditions we have. Okay, guys?
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Hi guys, can we start?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So now let's example. What I want is okay. Let me have a look over the data and make condition for you guys. Okay. I have the data. I want the records where okay, I'll say what I want is the city of the people whose name is either, so it is a simple query. I want city of the people whose name starts with Antonio, Erasmo, or Val. Whose first name is Antonio, Erasmo, or Val. I actually want to see in which city they live in. So just write it on a piece of paper.
Hello.
Yeah.
Sir, can we use like this data.log, then data first name dot is in, and the three names Antonio, Erasmo. Yeah, data.log data first name dot is in Antonio. We can pass it in our list perhaps.
So we can write data first name equals to Antonio or Erasmo or Val.
Yeah, that will be a bigger.
That will be fine.
That will be a bigger statement. Every time we need to specify data
Or.
dot first name is in, oh sorry, is equal to Antonio, then again or data dot first name equal to Erasmo. So this is the thing which I need to write. This is in is a simple command. Yeah, that is also a way.
Sir,
Mhm.
if I write Antonio or Erasmo will not do it. I have to write this data first name equals to Antonio or data first name equals to Erasmo. ऐसे लिखना पड़ेगा.
Yeah, I think so. So let me try that as well. Okay, now
City.
here or where? Where do I write city?
So comma, yes, sir, city.
Name Antonio, Antonio. Data dot first name. So this is the thing we have written. Is in Antonio. Let me see why it is not working. Let me break this command. Is it the right name? Antonio.
It is the right.
Why it is not working then?
We have to make it as comment now because the Antonio and three
Oh,
names.
okay. Sorry. I'll say then comma city. Yeah. Another way is what we can do. If I want city as a column, I can specify like this and I'll say city outside.
Yeah.
Then also it should work.
Yeah.
What was another thing that we have been discussing, but we need to try?
Or statement.
Yeah. Do you know how to write the or statement in Python? What is symbol of or in Python?
Pipe. Single pipe.
Star.
Pipe. No, it's basically a pipe symbol. Pipe is basically used for or.
Okay.
So let me tell you. No, we can use and, or we can say okay, let us write this statement in a different way. So yeah, what somebody else is saying, what we need to do. Sorry.
So we can do something like this: data first name equals to Antonio or Erasmo or well and city.
Equal to Antonio or
Erasmo.
Or
no, we have to put it inside the parenthesis,
Bracket.
right?
Square bracket.
No, not like this. It is going to be a wrong syntax.
Like this?
We have to write complete data first name equals to Erasmo after or.
Yeah. So that's the thing that I have been saying.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's try with 2 only.
I think we need Parenthesis. Yes, we need parenthesis between the two. First part before or and after or.
Yeah, so that's the thing that we've done in the AND statement as well.
Yes.
Now also it says, okay, why this has come now? Okay, this should be removed. Yeah. Now it is coming. And we can select city, like the way we have selected the city. And if we'll do like this,
So can we implement and in this somewhere? Like let's try with and.
yeah, we can and we can
city.
do that. We can do this. We can do that as well. That is also feasible. So there are a number of ways with the help of which we can try, but this will not work. And this says that we need to specify like this. With me?
Yes, sir, I actually have two doubts while writing the syntax. Sir, actually, first doubt is, sir, when are we putting the first name in the single inverted commas and the name is in the double inverted comma? So how do we identify what to put when?
So there is no difference. The only thing is, which I'll explain later. So currently at this point of time, there is no difference. Both are same. There's a minute difference, which I'll explain later. When we are writing some statements that are starting with actually with double quotes using. So these are. So I'll explain that. Don't worry. But till now, there is no difference.
Okay. And the second doubt, sir, while writing the syntax is, sir, putting the square bracket and the round brackets. Like whenever we are accessing the column names or the row name, we put it in a square bracket. And data first name dot is in the round bracket.
So the thing is, when I say dot is in or any other statement that I write in is actually a function. It's actually a function in Python. So once I'll discuss some functions in Python, then I'll tell you. Whenever we use any function in Python, then it should it should be ending with a parenthesis. Okay, so it is a function. But here, if I'll say data first name, so this is a way of accessing a row or a column that should be there in the square bracket.
Like data dot log that data first name, that is why it is in the square bracket.
It is in the square bracket because this is a way to access the Python data frames like this.
Okay.
But when I use any function that is a built-in function that like is in or any other function, say str dot ends with, it is a function, so it should come in round bracket. So this is basically the usage of this function, which is with which we are calling this into a parenthesis, like this round brackets. But whenever we are using the functionalities to access the data frame, it should be in square brackets only.
Okay, sir. Okay, understood. Thank you.
So I'll start with another topic today. That is, when we say, equal in Python, it is this equal to. See, this is A equal to B. This is basically a. So okay, let me ask you guys. One is this, and second is A equal to B. What is the difference between these two statements? A equal to
first
B,
one
and
is equal, and
B is assigned to it.
second
Assignment. Second
yes,
is assignment.
Assignment.
First is comparator, second is assignment.
Yeah. This is assignment operator. Here whatever the value of A will be assigned to B. Here it is comparing whether A equal to B or not. This is comparison. This is assignment. So in Python, how do we write not equal to? A not equal to B is a thing. How we specify not equal to. Less than is being specified in a format of simple A less than B. These are the operators. A greater than B. Okay. A greater than equal to or less than equal to is A less than equal to B, or A greater than equal to B. Okay. So now if I say A is equal to 21, B is equal to 22, I'll say if A, if B greater than A, okay, then if I say these colon here and enter, it will not go to the initial line because it understands that the if statement has started. So here in Python, this if statement, for loop, and all these things basically work in an indentation. So it is an indentation to work on. So if A greater
Your
than
voice
B,
is not audible.
okay, just give me a second. Is it better now or it's still same?
Yes, it's better.
Okay. If I'll say, so in Python, whenever whatever the condition, if condition, else condition, or loops in Python, they work
again
with.
break.
I'm breaking. Am I breaking?
So you are clear to me.
Okay. Okay. So guys, to whomsoever I'm not clearly audible, please rejoin. So if I'll say if B greater than A and I specify these two dots, that is the colon. If I don't specify this and I enter, this will come to the first initial step of the line. But if I'll specify this, then it will come to the to a like a tab. It looks like a structure that a tab has already been pressed, which means that it is an indentation on which it works on, which means now in the second condition, whatever if is saying will be executed. If I'll say if A equal to B, then so if B greater than A, then say B is greater. Let's example. I'll say shift enter. It says B is greater. Okay, it'll say A is equal to input, enter any number I'll say int. I'll say B. I'll say like this, input first number, input second number, say second is greater. So shift enter. I'll say enter first number. Say I'll say 25. I'll say enter. Enter second number. I'll say 27. It says second is greater. So why? Because this is simple if statement. Are you guys with me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So if I'll say else here, else print first is greater. Shift enter. First number 21, second number 20. It will say first is greater. So this is simple use of if else statement in Python. So but the thing is here I'll pass some of the statement. So like this. If, let example, if I have more than two conditions to specify, if elif a equal to b, print both are equal. See, it's a shift enter. First number 20, second number 20, it says both are equal. If I'll execute it again, first number 23, second number 10, first is greater. So in case we have multiple if statements, then we use if, else if, and then else. So there can be multiple else if in it, depending on the condition that we are passing. Is it clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
Then the second is this is example of shorthand if. Example of shorthand if we'll say first number 22, second number 21, it will say first is greater. Now I'll come to another statement.
Sir,
Yeah.
what is the difference of normal if and shorthand if?
So the normal if comes in two lines, 2, 3, 4 lines, but shorthand if comes in a single line.
So it's just ease of writing.
Yeah. So I'll tell you this, then it will be more clear. I'll say print say a if a greater than B, else print B. I'll say 21, 22. It says 22. In a similar way, I can say print first is greater if A greater, print first is greater if A greater than B, else print second is greater. Now the earlier conditions that I was trying to write in multiple lines, I have written it in a single line. Okay, guys.
Yes.
So let me put the charger to my laptop. Just give me a second, guys. Else it will go away. So now let's example. I'll say like this. I'll say print A if A greater than B, else print equal if A equal to B, okay, else print B. So what I have, so the statement that was earlier written like this, the statement that was previously written like this has been written in a shorter form, in a shorthand. Okay with me?
Yes, sir.
Sure.
Yeah.
Can you explain line number 254? Because I have not received it.
Okay. Okay. So what we have done is, so whenever we write a condition in shorthand, this thing comes first and this thing comes second. So if I'll say, so whatever is printed comes first. I'd say print A if A greater than B, else. So now I said print A if A greater than B, else. Again, in else, this print will come first, else print equal to, condition is, so here the condition is else if. So else came first, but if always comes second. If A equal to B, again else comes first, and in case it is here, if is not required, I'll say B. Okay, I need to specify this. I need to specify the value of this. Okay. So this is A double equal to, let's say shift enter. So now say if I specify this values as well, I'll say shift enter. You see first number 21, second number 21, say equal to. So this is the another way of writing. That's it.
Okay, sir.
So if I'll say if A greater than B and C greater than A, like this, print C is largest, greatest. Let's first number 21, second number 22, third number 23. Okay, I guess the end would be like this. A is greater than B, C is greater than A. Yes. No. Okay. First number A is greater than B. I'll say 22. Say 21. I'll say 23. C is greatest. Yeah. So this is because of, I guess, this and. Let me try again. 2, 1, 23. Yeah. So this and is same. This is the and when we use in if statement. We can use this and or the and that we discussed earlier.
So what happens if we give A as the highest number and the rest of B and C?
And it will not print anything because I have specified only condition when C is to be printed.
Sir, please again explain this and because
this is a combination of two statements. I'm saying
yes, that is,
yeah, if A greater than B, if A greater than B and C is greater than A, if A greater than B, then this is clear that A is the largest between A and B. But if C is greater than A, then C is the largest. So, but I have used the AND statement. So this AND can be like this or like this. Both are the things that can be used.
Okay. So we don't use double ampersand and
Yeah, no.
we use
So
only
you see here.
single one.
You see here only. I'll say 22, 21, 23. Which is C. If I use double ampersand, it's it's a syntax error.
Okay.
Okay, now if I'll say another statement, I'll say A, B, C. If I'll say if A greater than B or A greater than C. If A is greater than B or A is greater than C, then we can say that A is not smallest. That's example. First number 22, I'll say 21, I'll say 3. It says A is not smallest number. That's the use of OR. So instead of this OR, if I specify this pipe, then see what happens. Uh, 22, 21, 23. Then also it works. So the condition for OR is either pipeline or the OR statement that we use.
So to the I mean in 264, can you add one more statement like else print A is smaller value?
Yeah, we can do that. So this is same. So you can keep on adding. You see, like this, you can say that else print A is smallest. Say 22, 23, 24. Say the smallest. You can again specify alif, alif, alif. You can keep on specifying it. So the purpose is just to explain you what is OR and that is used in if statement. Another is say nested if. I'll say x is equal to 34. I'll say if x greater than 10, print gr10. Example, say print greater than 10. Then I'll say if x greater than 20, print gr20. Okay, I'll say else. Guys, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Else print say done. That's example. So what is this? What are you doing here? So first it will come under this if. Okay, let's say okay. If I'll say 3, what will happen? It will not do anything because it will not come here. If I'll say 11. It will say GR10, and it will not come under this condition. It will directly come to else. If I will say 22, it will say, it will first come under this condition, greater than, then it will come to this condition, but it will not go to else, because this else is only associated with this if statement. With this if statement, we don't have any else. So it is also always coming to this else. So let me tell you. So let me retry. So if I'll say 2, it will not do anything. But if I'll say 11, so it says if 11 is done, it comes here. It cannot come here, but it comes here, because this else is not associated to this if. This else is associated to this if. If this if has not been executed, this else will execute, because as a no, if this if is not executed, this will come to this else, and this else will be printed. Are you guys with me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, can you explain once again?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so the thing is, if I'll say if x greater than 10, and whatever conditions, whatever things I have been starting within this if will be the part of this if only. If this is executed, then only this statements will be executed depending on the conditions. But this if will only be executed if this condition becomes true. If this condition becomes false, then after this if, only this else will be executed. So that's the thing that has been done. So if I'll say shift enter, if I'll say enter first number, I'll say 18. So then it will come to this if. If executed, then it will say print GA10. This will not come to this if, but this will come directly to this else. It will say GA10, and it will say done. With me?
Yes, sir.
So another statement is,
So if we enter 22, then also it will print done.
Yeah, then it will only print this. Okay. If I'll say 22, it will say this statement will be executed, this will be executed, but this else part of this if will not be executed, because this came into this if.
Okay.
What if that else part is else is a part of first if?
So then this needs to be written like this. This else.
So if the second statement is not executed, then it comes done. Otherwise, it will not come, right?
So in case x is less than 10, then only by will be executed. Else, this by will not be executed. Enter first number, I'll say 3. It will say by. If I'll say 12, it will say 12 and say done. This else will not be executed because this is pertaining to this if, and this will be done. If I'll say 22, then only this and this. Neither this else nor that else. So next is pass. So pass is a command whenever we need to say that, so whenever there is some thing required, but we want to miss that statement, then simply say pass. Let's example. I'll say if B greater than A. So, example, if I'll do this only, if I'll say shift enter, this will say there is a syntax error because it requires something, and I don't have anything to be passed. That's example. Any condition to be passed. I'll say pass. First number 21, second number 22. It will not print anything. But in case I leave it blank, then it will throw some error. With me?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So guys, so this if statement is not yet finished, but we will be continuing with this tomorrow as well. Then we'll go to loops in Python. Okay, guys. So that's the end of the today's session.
Sir, where can we see this class once again if you want to see?
So this recording will be available in the LMS portal by tomorrow. Okay. You guys, so we'll meet again tomorrow's Wednesday at 8:30. So
Okay, sir.
On Thursday we will start at 9. So in case I like the time comes to you at 8:30 only, then I'll be available from 9 only. On Thursday I'll be taking it 1.5 hour to quarter to 2 hours. The rest for all of the days I'll be taking it for from 8:30 only. Okay, guys.
Okay, sir.